To the lullaby of Broadway, the hip hooray and ballyhoo, the lullaby of Broadway, the rumble of the subway train.
Ah, yes, those are the highlights from the new Off-Broadway show Doris Day, My Secret Love, which re-examines the life of singer and actress Doris Day.
And in that title role is our next guest, actress Tiffan Borelli. Good morning, and thank you so much for coming in.
Yes.
Good morning.
It's great to have you. So this show, My Secret's Love, this is a big deal. And how hard was it to fill those shoes to get ready for this type of role?
Oh my gosh. I mean, to play Doris Day, right? Yeah. She's like America's sweetheart, right? It was certainly a challenge. Her vocals, her TV career, her TV personality, it was all three of those things that I thought, the world knows her, and I got to get this right.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been workshopping it for 3 years, so I've had some time and a lot of help. And yeah, I've studied it.
Okay, now the show has the title My Secret Love, so who was the secret love?
It's a good question. So it really talks about her history, her marriages. She was married 4 times.
Yeah.
Her family, her father, her son, many friendships, Rock Hudson, you know, Hitchcock, Clark Gable, Les Brown, who was her band director. He's in the show with me, so he's played by a wonderful actor named David Beck. David Beck plays Les and others, and that's 10 others.
Oh, wow.
He plays 10 people, and he plays the piano. He plays all of the songs that Doris sings, right?
Wow.
So it is this two-hander that is so wonderful. But who is the secret love?
Yeah.
Well, that's the point. We want you to guess. We want you to be thinking, oh, I think it's this person. Oh, it could be, maybe it's this, you know, maybe it's her mom, you know.
Okay.
So that's really part of the fun of it for us.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
When you say you did a lot of research to get into this role, was there a movie or an interview that you watched and then you would try to mimic? Like, how do you get ready to be that person?
Yeah, it's so much, you know. I looked at a lot of her social media sites first, just to see what her fans were saying about her now. But, you know, her voice, I had to listen to her style of her singing. Luckily, I played this role, Patty Page, in a show about Patty Page, so I had some experience stepping into someone's shoes and of that time. So then I started to really dissect the vowels and the similarities of us first, and then really analyzing the differences and the science behind that. And then really trusting, like, okay, like Doris really sings from her heart. You know, she had this voice teacher named Grace Rain, who taught her how to whisper in somebody's ear, you know, when she was singing. And I thought that was a really useful tool because you hear her phrasing. She speaks to you, you know. She really does. And my teacher, the late, great Florence Birdwell, she did that too. It was about words and really connecting to your core as a human when you speak and when you sing. And I thought, I have that. I have that background. And that's a similarity, right? And then you just have to trust your work and the eyes on you.
Yeah.
You know, Adam Tilford is our music director, and he really helped with the phrasing. And Melissa Atterbury, our director, she was so instrumental as well.
So we're talking about the pronunciation and the dialect of it all. Let's take another listen and then we'll talk more about it.
Pillow talk, another night of hearing myself talk. Wonder how it would be to have someone to pillow talk with me. I wonder how, I wonder who.
Yeah, so you really hear the pronunciation of those vowels like you were talking about, right?
Yeah, it was a different time. It was a different era. You know, she had her sound, and she spanned so many eras. It was the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s.
Yeah.
That's what's so wonderful about her career. Not just in her voice, you know, in her movies. She was equal parts singer and actor and TV personality, you know. So yeah, it was a tremendous undertaking.
You know, your facial structure actually mimics hers as well.
Well, that's great. You know, I didn't work so hard on that, but I'm
That's
lucky,
amazing.
You know?
And so how long does like hair and makeup take?
Well, you know, Brian Gonzalez, he really helps with that. He's such a Doris Day fan. He does our hair and our makeup and our wigs, and it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, her hair is a big part of the show.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, it is the final step of the transformation, for sure.
I want to give a shout out to the Emerging Artists Theater where the show is taking place, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, well, this is their 30th anniversary, their 30th year, and that's so exciting. But they are especially a home for new works, and and artists in New York, but to develop these new shows, it's in close proximity to the action. It's at 28th and Broadway, and it's so creative. It's called EAT, right? Emerging Artist Theater, and Paul Adams, the director, the artistic director, and he wrote actually Doris Day, My Secret Love. He's this wonderful baker, and he somehow has the time to bake all these treats that he like sells before, homemade from scratch, before the show and after the show. And it's this homey experience with like fairy lights in the lobby, and you're really seeing something for the first time that's like developed and taking chances and like really getting fleshed out. And it's just such a fabulous home for artists and writers.
That's home-baked goods. Like,
You
that's
had me at
insane.
home-baked goods.
They're delicious.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right.
Tiffan, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Good luck.
And you can see her as Doris Day in Doris Day, My Secret Love, which runs through October 29th, off Broadway, like she said, at the 28th Street Theater. Thank you so much.
Thank you.